homesteading to prepping to common horse sense, we are College Hill Farm. Welcome back to College Hill Farm. Well, here we are. It's a beautiful day out here. I think it's going to be 68 degrees. I'm getting at setting the other corner posts to make this squared up. Now, this is not a quick operation, okay? It'll take a considerable amount of time to get laid out, dug, everything squared and plumb, and then I've got two center posts to put in, and I want them to be square and plumb to each other. So it's kind of a tedious operation, but it's something that you have to do. So I brought you along for the ride, so you will still be here. Now again, if you want to see these longer videos like this one again today, and this will probably be 2 days worth of video, getting these posts all set and ready. Then I can start building up. But if you like to see these longer videos, be certain to put a comment down in the comment section, or if you'd rather see them in shorter 15-minute videos, put that comment down there too. I just really would like to know. Okay, now it's time for us to get at building this greenhouse. Okay, I think that's where I'm going to end the video. Not end the video, but stop for the day. By the time I get my tools picked up and put back in the shop so that it doesn't dew on them tonight, Crystal will have dinner on the table. And I'm sitting here taking a break and just thinking about my mom and dad. And nostalgia kind of whoops you down sometimes. But I'm sitting here and I'm thinking about the tools that I'm using. Now, I was never a mechanic, a carpenter, or an electrician. I was never any of that as a regular job. I've always been a white-collar worker, a teacher, a physicist, a college professor, all of that, college administrator. Dad was an electrician, Mom was a carpenter. I grew up helping them build houses and do electrical. I went to vocational school and got my diploma in residential electricity. Go away, fly. In residential electricity. And I think about the ways you pass on wealth. You pass on wealth for people like me. Me and Crystal, you know, we're okay. We do all right financially. But Mom and Dad, my dad, I don't think he ever made over $24,000 a year, but that was a long time ago. So back then, that was enough. We had a houseboat at one time. We had a boat at the lake and a camper, and we had a pretty good living. And Mom worked as a carpenter. She was a homemaker for a long time and went to the technical school there where we lived and took carpentry and became a carpenter. And her and Dad renovated houses and things like that. They worked on their own house and built buildings and different things. And I learned that stuff with them doing that. I went to vocational school, of course, and took residential electricity. I took a few months of carpentry too. So I've learned a little bit. I've been a woodworker all my life. We've always had a wood shop. So doing this stuff kind of comes natural. I know I'm slow, but I know some folks might say, well, you're so slow. You know, you're just getting this done or that done, or you're just moving so slow at it. Well, yeah, I am. Come my next birthday, I'll be 60. And I have multiple sclerosis and some other autoimmune diseases. I have 3 autoimmune diseases. And I'm just not going to lay down and let it win. And I'll move slow. And you don't have to watch if you don't want to. But all I'm doing is chronicling Crystal and mine's life. Here, starting a homestead after you're in your 50s. Okay, my grandfather had his own homestead. You can go to our blog, www.collegehill.com, collegehillfarm.com, and you can see our blog where I talk about my grandparents and the way I was raised and the way things are going on the homestead and my thoughts on it. Again, I'm back to the thing about passing on wealth. You pass on wealth for poor people. You pass on wealth by your home. It's all we ever have, really, of big value is our home. Some people might have a big 401k, but that's not me. I don't have that. But you'll pass on wealth to your kids in your home. But there are other ways that wealth is passed on. You can pass on wealth to your family in the tools you pass down. The 50-foot tape measure I was using today, that was Mom's. The little axe that I was using to drive the stakes in, that was Dad's. You know, I have all kinds of tools of theirs. Dad had all kinds of mechanic tools. Of course, I'm not a mechanic, but every time I work on a mechanical thing, I'm using Dad's tools. When I'm working on a carpentry thing, I'm using a lot of Mom's tools. Not all of them. I bought a lot myself. So, I think I'm going to halt this video right here for today and we'll pick back up on it tomorrow. If you're still with me, I know I'm slow, but you know, that's just the way life is. Slow down and enjoy the ride. Okay, back at it. What's on tap for the day? I would like to start getting some of the top framing around the top up here. I still got to fill the holes, but I'm waiting until I get the top framing and I make sure I've got everything good and square and level, and then I can start filling in these post holes. So that's what I'm going to get at today. I would like to get a top all the way around, a nice level perimeter. That way I know exactly which boards I need to cut and how long they need to be. And finding a straight, unbowed, rough lumber 14-foot board is kind of tough. So what you wind up having to doing is saw them. And we'll just do the best we can today, and that's where we're going. I'm not going to worry about a 14-footer on the back here, but I found a fairly straight 14-footer to go on the front. So we'll see how that's going to go. I'm going to start off by digging the post hole for this post that goes here in the center of the back side, and then I'll put the top back stuff up. For reference, the posts on this end are the lowest. Okay, they're in the ground, but they're the lowest post. The posts on this side are up the hill, so they're the highest posts. So the roof height can only be set by the lowest posts. And I need to set the roof height on this low post, and then I need to set the roof height on that side so that my head will clear. So just so you know what we're going to and what we're doing. Okay, one of the things that's kind of tough with all this, I've got 3 posts level here, but I need to select a board that will be straight, that I can level up to do the top of this back wall. It's also got to be a strong board, but I want it to be a decent looking board because that's going to show. And I'm trying to make this thing look halfway decent too at the same time that it's totally functional. So I've got to select a board, but I don't have a 14-foot long board that'll go all the way across that's decently straight. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to select 2 boards that are about the same width and use those to go on top. So I spend a lot of time hunting boards. So let's go here and see what we got. Okay, I think that's where I'm going to end the video today. I've got the top rail all the way around. It's level and plumb. First thing in the morning, I'll come out and make sure that all of the posts are level and plumb still. I'll put in another post. Then I can start hanging my rafters and putting some boards around the bottom so it all stays square. But, you know, just as fast as I am or as slow as I am, that's just the way it is. Now, if you like this stuff, this homesteading, do-it-yourself kind of thing, be certain to come on out to the channel and subscribe. We do this homesteading stuff every week, sometimes 1, sometimes 5 videos. Just depends on what's going on in the homestead that week. Now, if you hit the little bell when you come to the channel, it'll notify you when we upload a video. We upload every Sunday. Now, with that being said, it's time for me to get on to the next thing.